It's been a long time. Alright, here we go. What? Okay, 2 questions. Who are you? And how did you get in here without opening my door? Ugh, fine, whatever. What do you want from me? Mada owatenai. What? I mean, I know you just went to Japan for 3 months, but what exactly are you doing here? You're not helping your case, dude. Nikita takeda. Okay, you're helpless. I'm going back to playing Flamewall, and there's nothing you can do to stop. What are you doing? Kakugo shiro. For what? Be prepared for what? Look, man, you've completely lost. Yep, I think that's my cue. I'll be honest, I am actually really nervous to play this again. You know, it's only been my life for like the past 2 years that I've dropped this and always been thinking about it. I've wanted nothing more than just a chance to close this out. I'm recording this in post after I've already done a few runs on this, so I've already done a practice run and all that. This is me derusting Flamewall. I'm actually not opening this copy. I'm going over here and playing this one instead. I guess I'll start with my warm-up of doing 89 to 100. I mean, it's not really a warm-up, it's actually a pretty serious run for me nowadays. This game has gotten too hard. I'm washed. Oh my god. Yep, this is this wave. You are going to die at literally anywhere in this part, and it will not make sense why until you die. I mean, that's every death. It doesn't make sense until you actually see the hitbox yourself. Yep, this is my life. Bad at wave. Probably bad at everything else. Welcome to 2026 OneAlphaHelix. I mean, I might as well count that at this point. I mean, this is really just you either die here or you don't, and if you die here, oh well. I mean, you basically did the run. I mean, I didn't do the run, but I basically did the run. I basically did 89 to 100, and it's really no point in trying to do it again if I'm trying to just do 89 to 100 as my warm-up, so we're warmed up. Okay, and the unfortunate truth is that I now have to play, in my opinion, some of the worst gameplay in the level. This part isn't one of them, though. This part's okay. Okay, that part is not one of the good ones. That part is terrible, but also, how did I die there? That is not one of the hard clicks in this part. I'm already getting tilted. Yes, this part is, oh my god, this is the part I'm really, really not happy with. And it was always kind of suspect in my version, but for some reason, I'm playing it now, and it just feels a whole lot worse. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see just how much more different, not just in terms of difficulty, but like how it actually plays this level. Because I haven't really played it much in the 2 years since. I played it a couple times in like practice runs, but I've never played this seriously. Yes, and that is exactly why I hate this part. That's exact death. Like, I can't even adjust to it. I'm just dead. I'm not excited to play this from zero. I'm not excited to play just this part of the level in general. Oh no, I feel like the 80s got ruined in this version. Like, it's not even that it's hard, it just feels very unfair, the gameplay. That kind of sucks. And Grenades part doesn't exactly help with that either. Okay, I actually did kind of fluke that run. That run usually takes me way longer to do. I've been recording for 24 minutes, probably playing from 78 for like 15 of them. I actually did do it. I actually feel like quite a bit better. God, this part is terrible. But the good news is we don't have to play it for now. We can play this instead. I've always liked the start of this drop a lot. And honestly, in my first impressions, it still plays pretty good, actually. There's a couple weird little nitpicks, but they're just nitpicks. Like that blue orb. That wasn't there in my version. That's just new gameplay. It's not that bad. Just weird. Okay, what is that, though? We need to talk about that one. This part is just, for some reason, like, free. Except for that click. So that's cool. Alright, not bad. I'm gonna go from the start of Zeronium's parts, which is the really hard wave. I did this run last night, actually, but I kind of want to do it again. So this part was always in the consensus for the top 5, or at least top 3 hardest parts in the level. And I go and play it now, and for some reason, it got buffed. I don't know why this one needed buffs, but it did. Apparently. Okay, I almost just fluked the entirety of that run. In fact, I actually basically did the run. There's like 3 seconds of gameplay after this. I did that way too quickly. I missed the freaking green orb. Okay. I did the same thing again. You know what? I've died at like 76 and 75 and 77 like 6 times since dying at 77 the first time, so I'm just gonna move on, I think. What is that hitbox? Hello? You know, I'm actually getting quite nervous because this specific wave is situated at a very specific percentage in the level. So when I die there from 0, it's gonna get real ugly. Who knows what specific number on Earth could trigger such a reaction? I mean, it's a real mystery, guys. It's not a bad run. I still have a little bit to connect before this and a little bit after it, but it's still not a bad run. Why? What are you talking about? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Man, added Zeronium on top of it as well. I mean, I still have 2 more parts I gotta do before to fully do the run, but that's not a bad run at all. It's a hard one. Oh, you asshole, dude. Well, I mean, I did do 55 to 66. I actually did the run? Let's go. Only 15 attempts. Wow. Okay, that's a good warm-up. So my focus for today is just to get the entire level de-rusted. I'm not necessarily going for runs anymore. I think I'm not at the point where I should be worrying about runs. I think I can do that a lot later. I just need to understand how to actually play the level at this point. Because if I have 50 to 100, but I can't play the first 10% for my life, then what's the point? I mean, having 50 to 100 right now would be awesome, don't get me wrong. But I don't really need it. Oh yeah, I am back from Japan, by the way. I figured I should tell you guys a couple stories about that. Oh my god, it was the most confusing social landscape I've ever been a part of, the university that I went to. Okay, so it's not a very big university. Like, I'd say the entire school is maybe 400 people. Like, it's the size of my high school class back in America. You'll get to know a good chunk of the people at that school. And it's a school that specifically specializes in foreign language study, so everyone that goes there is learning some kind of language. So obviously, since I went to Japan, I was studying Japanese, and you had a bunch of other people there who were learning other languages. A lot of people were learning Korean, Chinese, and then the Japanese students there were learning English. So it was essentially like a whole big like language learning pot, and I thought it was really cool. And I got to meet people from all over the world. Like,
I met a bunch of Japanese people. I had a really good time with a lot of the Koreans, and it single-handedly changed my view of French people. I like French people have gotten a bad rep, maybe understandably or misunderstandably so. But I think after this experience, I think I want to visit France. There are a few guys that I met there that are really cool. So you take someone like me, who's maybe slightly autistic and introverted. I say slightly kind of sarcastically in this context. I am very shy, but I didn't really know how to introduce myself to the new people there, like especially the Japanese students, because my Japanese wasn't very good when I first got there. I mean, it still isn't very good right now, but we don't talk about that. So I figured maybe something that could help me stand out a little bit, maybe not stand out, but like get my name out there, is just bring a natural icebreaker with me. And so I brought the Rubik's Cube, since that's kind of the other big thing I do. I didn't mention my channel to anyone willingly in like the first month that I was there, because I didn't really want to be that guy to immediately establish himself as like, oh my god, look at me guys, I'm so famous. I didn't want that to be me. But let me just say, bringing the Rubik's Cube was probably the thing that saved me the most there. If I did not do that, I don't know how I would have survived that semester. It was essentially my bridge to meeting new people. It basically turned into my identity. And it worked pretty much instantly. Like, in the first day I arrived on that campus and moved in, I was in the little lounge and I just had the cube out and I was just solving it, and then I just had people walk up to me. It was the greatest thing ever. I didn't have to approach people, I just naturally got approached over time. It was a cheat code. And I thought I was doing a very good job with it. So we fast forward to tomorrow, right? Where we're in our first day of actual orientation, where like we meet all the teachers and all that. And then towards the end of the day, one of the students shares a video telling us basically like what you should and shouldn't do on this campus, like what are like the common rules to follow, like, and all that stuff. And then they say, like, right at the end, like if you're if you're talking to specifically women, don't ask for their Instagram. Well, that would have been nice to know literally last night. Thank you very much. It's okay, I don't think it was that big of a deal. In my defense, one girl asked me first and I figured I would ask for the other ones. I made sure to include everyone. I didn't want to leave anyone out. Your Honor, I was just shooting my shot.
Every day they clocking.
Rejected by Anthony Davis.
Alright, let's go back to this part. I'm not excited to play from here, I'm gonna be honest, because it looks really hard. Like, a lot harder than what it was in my version, and yeah. No, it definitely is quite a bit harder. Oh yeah, and you have Lord Vadercraft's spider, which is... went from like the easiest part in the level to like actually like one of the hardest. To be fair, I do think it could have been buffed, but this is ridiculous. I'm having to adjust my click pattern quite a bit here compared to what I remember. Oh my god, yeah, deaths like that, where it wouldn't think you'd be dead, but you just are. I actually need to rest my hand. This part has a lot of bursty clicks. Okay, I cannot play this part for more than 5 minutes, dude. I'm not excited to play that in the actual level from zero. Oh, it's Blaster's part. It's harder, as is the entire level, but I figured I should just say that one more time. This is one of my favorite click patterns in the entire level. I mean, this part, like, in the sync, go crazy. I love it. Kind of falls off in the second half a little bit, but you get the idea. Hey, it actually happened pretty quickly. Ah, that's nice. Good to see that this part still plays pretty good. I don't know if I can say the same about this part, though. Coming up. Tombstone. Hello. It's been a while. This part is definitely harder, noticeably. Let me give you some Flamewall lore, actually. So, early on in 2.2, so keep in mind, this is a period of literally spanning 1 month, because this is the time between 2.2 and me dropping the level. There was a version of Flamewall that I don't even know what I was doing at the time, but for some reason, I literally decided to turn this part into like the difficulty of River and Slaughterhouse. And I streamed it. I got to the break 3 times and all 3 attempts instantly died here. Like in this ship. I don't know what I was cooking at the time. I wouldn't even do that now. Like actually, what was I doing? I want to see if I can do Tombstone and Blaster back to back. I think that'd be really cool. Really? Thanks. There we go. Okay, brilliant time for a lag spike. Thanks. All right, back to here. Now I will admit, everything you've seen me play now I have warmed up with at least a little bit off recording. This I have not played since dropping the level. So you guys are probably gonna see me squirm for a little while. Oh yeah, this is one of the 2 parts in Flamewall that have sparked, let's just say, a level host and verifier and playtester wide feud about what the click pattern should be right here. For the longest time, there was a black orb in there, but for some reason it got removed, and that was when I played it, and people were like,
"Put the friggin' black orb back!"
I was like,
"No, I want the black orb to be gone."
Hold on, I'm running. Okay, so anyway, it was a whole, like, big argument on whether or not the black orb should be there, and eventually when I was buffing the level, I was like, you know what? Fine, you guys win, black orb. And now it lives happily ever after in Gamer Night's parts. So you're welcome. Okay, thankfully Gamer Night's part in particular doesn't seem to be that much different, even though I actually do think it's not an easy part. I guess I just retained my ability to do it. Okay, and I am especially not excited for this part right here. For the main oh my god, can you please shut up, propane tank? And smart star pause doesn't even work. Great. This part looks like a actual nightmare. And also, is that a fixed hitbox? Oh, that's disgusting. Because of this wave. Right here, that wave. One of the most egregious buffs in this entire level. The other one's also a wave part. I maybe will get to, or maybe I just won't show my suffering on it. Keep watching to find out. And if you're enjoying the video, feel free to like and subscribe. Oh yeah, I should also say with the propane tank here, thank you guys for 50,000. Oh my god, I did the wave. Twice in a row. Oh my god, why are you louder? Get out of here. I guess the propane tank is just really attracted to fire. Okay, I think I'm ready to move back to, in my opinion, my favorite part, gameplay-wise, in Flamewall. And I would have said I was gonna do it first try, but I was the wrong gravity in the ship. This spider, dude. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. Okay. I think I would like to do this to the break part. I think that's gonna be easier said than done, especially considering the monstrosity of 35%. But I wanna try it. Oh my god, you're leaving my driveway? Aw. Say goodbye to the propane tank, guys. Oh my god, dude, the black orb. Never mind, I hate the black orb. Can we delete it again? Surely you have time still. It's not like the level has already gotten 2 people that have beaten it. Thanks. Yes! There we go. How far can we go? Okay. That's not bad, actually. I do want to connect that all the way to the break from the start of the drop, but I think that's a little bit too much to ask for right now. I can try to connect it from here, maybe. No, this part isn't that much harder. All right, we get to technicals part now. For the longest time, this was like the easiest part in the entire level, and then it got buffed. A lot by me and a little bit by Cuatro Cientos, but honestly, I think it's probably still one of the easiest parts. I guess it was just meant to be easy. Let me take you guys to this part right here. The part you're watching right now, I would say, so temp is my favorite part just gameplay-wise. I would say this part here is my favorite part when considering gameplay and deco. For whatever reason, I was just in love with this little smoke effect when everything turns black. I don't know why, but I just think it works really well for this. I think we can maybe try to do the start of the drop now, which I can't believe I'm saying already. This recording has only been going for 49 minutes, and that includes my warm-up. Oh my god, just this entire drop is just chef's kiss. I'm really glad this still plays really good. I'm glad this didn't get buffed too much in Quattro's version, because this gameplay is, like, phenomenal. I just suck at it because I haven't played it in 2 years. I guess while I'm trying to do this run, it's time to continue that Japan story I was talking about. So fresh off of being told that I shouldn't ask for people's Instagrams while I'm here, I'm like, well, great, how am I gonna get contact info after I leave? Like, what am I supposed to do? So at that point I was like, well, I guess I'm just going here to you know, exist for a few months and then all these people are just gonna disappear from my life. I mean, that was probably gonna happen anyway, but man, I was kind of sad. But boy, let me tell you, when you get to know someone, you will get to know them very quickly. Okay, well, I just did the run. I didn't even get to finish my story, dude. Come on. Well, I guess I gotta still explain it now. People are very social here, at least at the school I went to. Like, I always got the impression that Japanese people were very introverted. For whatever reason, and this is gonna sound really bad, and I apologize in advance. Like, yeah, I was looked off by quite a lot of guys there, but for whatever reason, God, this sounds so silly to say. The girls loved the Rubik's Cube. Listen, I don't make the rules. I came into this experience only expecting to talk to guys and like no girls, and it was the complete other way around. I will say like probably the only time I established a genuine connection with a Japanese guy was outside of the school. So Japan has all these rhythm games that you really can't find anywhere else, and the one I gravitated towards was Mai Mai. It's basically like Osu, but you actually have to use your whole arms to press the buttons. It's really cool, and if you ever go to Japan, you should absolutely play it. Case in point, the only Japanese guy friends I made were ones I met at the local arcade playing Mai Mai. Like I don't know what the problem was with the students there, but I think a lot of them are just really shy. And I don't want to say like it was a problem with any of them. You know, it's understandable. Maybe our paths just don't line up, but I was certainly sad. I can't say I'm disappointed, but I was kind of sad. Like I wanted to meet a lot more guy friends there. But back to the main topic of the conversation. There was a time when the Rubik's Cube was doing such a good job of being an icebreaker that I literally, like, I was surrounded by women. Like, I couldn't help it. Like, I was just solving the cube and there was just like 6 or 7 women just like circled around me. Like, I was like showing off the cube. I was like, oh, great. I look like a moron right now. Like, I look like I'm just like some big player. Like, no. I became who I swore to destroy. Okay, I did the run again, and the time it takes me to finish this freaking story that I'm telling. That's actually a pretty good run, too. Eventually in that circle, there would be a guy that walked in, and I talked with him a few times prior, and he was one of the nicer guys that I met there. And then he asked me just straight up, hey, hey, do you have a girlfriend? And at that point, I'm just like, what? Like, what is happening? What did I stumble upon? Like, I could have lied and told him that, like, oh, she's doing well. But no, I wanted to tell the truth, and I say, I've never had a girlfriend. And this guy actually genuinely thought I was lying. Like, it feels cool, but like, at the same time, it's kind of sad. Because people just expect me to have had a girlfriend based on how I conduct myself, I guess. But no, I just haven't had one. And that was actually not the only time I've been asked that question in Japan, too. It was the first time it happened, but it actually happened another time at a school festival. That's a story for another time, though. I'm sure you guys will hear about that on stream at some point. But the main point I'm trying to hammer home is that the Japanese people do not play around here when talking about things like dating and all that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was only there for 3 months. I had no intentions of starting anything, but I couldn't help but think I was at least capable of starting something because it seemed like a lot of people were just like around me, especially when I heard a different girl literally whisper to her friend, oh, this guy is cute, right next to me. The next day after that whole, hey, do you have a girlfriend incident? Like, I had gone from maybe talking to like 1 girl a year, and suddenly it felt like there were like 5 of them around me in the span of a week. It was emotionally overwhelming. Let me just say that. In fact, I was around so many that one of the other American guys, like on some random ass day, I couldn't tell you like what was going on that day, but I saw him sitting in the lounge, and then he like gestured over to me, and I kid you not, like, I had not talked to this guy ever. The first thing that comes out of his mouth is like,
Yo, Drew, what's with all the huzz?
In kind of like in a sly, like interrogative tone. This is the first time I've ever talked to you. What do you mean, what's with all the huzz? Apparently I'd become so much of a player there that people were like taking notes of me or something. Like, if you're watching this video, I wish you no ill intent. But like, bro, what? Anyway, back to the time when I said I got called cute. I actually don't know if that's what they said. See, in Japanese, the word for cute is kawaii. However, there is another word that sounds similar to that, which goes by kawaii, which means scary. And like, she whispered it to her friend, and I honestly, like, I'm pretty sure I heard kawaii, but honestly at this point, I could not tell you if it was kawaii or kawaii, because it all just happened so fast. And that also wasn't the only time I got called cute at this school either. This one, I am absolutely certain that it happened, and it was two girls in that group that were freaking circling me that made that guy go, oh, what's with all, yeah, that group. I hope I'm making sense. And this was the first time that I was frankly ever called cute by a girl, and I just did not know how to react. Listen, I've been emotionally deprived of these interactions for my entire life, okay? I'm an introvert. What do you expect? So here I am, like, almost like kind of blushing, and then I get invited to go to a festival, and I'm like, what? Slow down! Like, I've known you for like 3 days. I did end up going to the festival, and they invited a bunch of other guys, and then I proceeded to get absolutely drowned the fuck out, and I just stood there like an NPC the whole time. So no, I did not walk home with a girlfriend that night. Or any night. 21 2/3 years, still going strong, boys. I think I've noticed something in this level, and it's really been bugging me. This ship portal, it's flipped. Believe me. This is not normal. It like flipped horizontally, vertically. It is inverted in one way. Anyways, let me actually talk about Flamewall for a little bit. I'm excited to be playing it again. I'm gonna be honest. I definitely have a lot more time than I thought I would, at least for the next 4 or 5 months. But like February and March, I can probably put a decent amount of effort into this and set myself up really nicely for a completion, hopefully this summer. Anyway, let's move back. Right before the drop, like I thought this was gonna be really hard. I mean, it is still really hard, don't get me wrong. I went into this part being like absolutely scared of it. Well, there you go, there it is. There are a lot of memorable clips of mine that happened in this part. Specifically one where Omega thought I was deafened and made like a zombie noise.
Oh my god! God, no! Wait, you're not deafened! Oh wait! I thought you were. No, listen. No, I genuinely thought you were on Netflix. No, listen. No, wait. No.
Actually, come to think of it, I think this part was buffed quite a bit because I'm sucking at it. That's my conclusion. If I can't do it, that means it was buffed a lot. It's not that I'm washed or anything. Also, this feels like incredibly buffed. What the hell? Why does this feel nerfed? What? This does not feel as hard as I remember it being. I remember this part being very difficult. Yeah, I just walked over that. What? The start position I'm at is getting closer and closer to 0. That is a good sign. I'm trying to really come up with a reason as to what really destroyed my motivation with this once 2.2 dropped. I mean, apart from the level just feeling weird, but I think that was just gonna happen to everyone with the updates. If I had to guess, it was just getting less and less consistent at the pre-drop. Okay, can we do this entire part now? That's the big question. I mean, this is the easier half of it. I don't know why it's a question at all. I mean, yeah, of course I can. And now it's time for this part. I've said there's been some egregious buffs before. This wave coming up is by far, like, far and away, like, just what the hell happened? Like, what am I playing? Did I just get transported into tidal wave or something? I just want to do this wave once. Oh my god, I did it. I'm the greatest. What? I did it again? What? Never mind, this game's just too easy. Okay, I think I'm gonna go as far back as here. I think I'm approaching the end of this session, so I'll probably do the rest of the de-resting off camera. Also, what is this hitbox? Why is it like that? Who thought that was a good idea? Well, I did the part, so I mean, I think I am going to take a little rest for the time being, though. So this level is really hard. I mean, who would have thought it's number 2 on the demon list? Like, oh my god, it's no shit, dude. Actually, like, it's definitely going to be quite the adjustment streaming this again, I think. What I'll probably do as soon as I'm done talking here is just run through the entire level and then just give my thoughts on each part, because I don't think I did the best job explaining what I actually felt, because I wanted to actually talk about what's actually been going on recently with me. So bear with me. This is kind of a different type of video for me to make. I'm not usually one to just record a video and just talk into the microphone like this. So, yeah, that's it. Really excited to give this another shot, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous for this one. I mean, we all know how I tend to do when completing levels and my commitment to levels, like, it's a broken record. But hopefully I can change that one more time. Maybe I just got one more in me. Who knows? See you guys on stream.